Hi internet, Orc speaking, welcome back to the channel. One of the most fundamental mechanics inside of Mario Kart Wii is having great aim, and I am not talking about projectiles like green shells or bananas here. Here's a raw attempt of me playing GBA Bowser's Castle 3 for the very first time in a very long time. My alignments were alright on the front half of the track where the lengths of the road are generally shorter, however on the second part of the track, two very big flaws began to emerge. The first one, which I'm going to call overcorrecting, is when I would release a mini turbo but fail to get the alignment afterward, resulting in a loss of speed preservation. And the second thing I was messing up was actually an alignment based thing. So I had a lot of early alignments that ended up sending me too tight, so I had to take a really fat and wide line on the second turn, which depending on the map and choreography, you're supposed to do on some spots, but I personally have a very low risk, medium reward style of driving, which I actually developed from playing Wars. Now the simple solution for the first problem is simply hold the mini turbo for a little bit longer. Give yourself a little bit more time to get that initial alignment, and once you get comfortable doing that, you could slowly cut down the mini turbo time and release the mini turbos a little bit quicker. This in conjunction with wheeling earlier. Remember, when you're in a wheelie, you can't turn as much. So doing these two things will make the alignments a million times easier to get. Just remember to only turn in your wheelie if you're in a mini turbo. Now, as I was watching this back in post, I realized that there was one more thing I could do to help my alignments get a little bit more consistent. In this clip, you see that when I was charging the mini turbo, I actually drift too sharp. So when I released the mini turbo, my bike wasn't facing the road ahead of me. It was facing a little bit off to the side. You want to release your mini turbo when your bike is facing the direction you want to go. That way you have less of an alignment to correct for. Again, making everything quite a bit more consistent. Now for all you beginners out there, a lot of people don't know where they should be looking on the screen when they're trying to practice alignments, and in turn end up looking at their characters as the reference point. Your eyes should be about 1 inch to 2 inches above your character's head, so basically the center of the screen, and using your peripheral vision, cover the surrounding of your vehicle, what's in front of you, and also the upcoming turn. Also, if you're playing online, your peripheral vision is in charge of spotting things like items and other players. Now notice how I didn't say that your eyes should be glued to the upcoming turn. When you're close enough to a turn, your point of focus should change from the center of the screen to the edge of the corner, that way you don't hit it. However, instead of constantly eyeing and wasting valuable resources, your sight, on things like upcoming corners, it's much better if you could visualize the map in your head. What this does is it allows you to prepare for the upcoming turns without actually seeing them. Plus, even if you were looking at it, a lot of corners in this game are blind corners, so if you had to react to everything, you'd have a very bad time trying to keep up with the raw amount of information coming into your system. Now, this visualizing trick actually goes a lot further than just Mario Kart. This is how people get insanely good at video games. They compile the game and speak the language and put as much information in the back of their head. That way they could use their human limited resources, things like their vision, their sight, how much information they could process, to actually playing the game. Oh, and of course, be sure to practice. That's how you put all of this information in your head in the first place. Alright, thanks for watching. Just want to quickly say, everything that I've talked about in this video, all of it is self-taught. So big disclaimer, some of the stuff I might be saying is completely wrong. I do my best to double check as best as I can, but I make a lot of mistakes. And it's a big reason why I haven't been uploading that many videos. I wanted to make sure that I was mentally prepared to go back into doing YouTube. That way, even though I will do my best to minimize the mistakes that I make, since there's not a lot of documentation on this particular game, when I do make a mistake, I will do my best to fix it as quickly as I can. So I'm sorry for the wait, and I hope that you're still there. If this video was helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe your way out of here. And thanks for watching.